Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Perumal Jagan. Recently I gone through few try hack me rooms. Among those, one room impressed me a lot. Today I am here to share what are the interesting stuffs that I learned from that. Let's do. Alright, this is the room. It is called Dunkle Materie. Hope I pronounced it properly. It investigate the ransomware attack using ProcDOT. Ooh, so we are going to investigate a ransomware attack that already took place. Ransomware investigation. The firewall alerted the security operations center that one of the machines at the sales department, which stores all the customers' data, contacted the malicious domains over the network. Oh. When the security analysts looked closely, the data sent to the domains contained suspicious base64 encoded strings. The analysts involved the incident response team in pulling the process monitor and network traffic data to determine if the host is infected. But once they got on the machine, they knew it was a ransomware attack by looking at the wallpaper and reading the ransomware note that put by the attackers. And can you find more evidence of compromise on host and what sort of ransomware it is? So it's going to be an interesting session, so stay tuned. Pardon me, I already done this, but I'm going to walk through how to achieve this. First of all, let me spawn the machine. Meanwhile, let me introduce the tool called ProcDOT. The ProcDOT is a tool which is used to analyze a behavior of a malware. In this case, we are going to analyze the ransomware's behavior by the tool. Okay, this is the official site of ProcDOT. So I'm going to give brief introduction to this tool. Actually, they are asking us to analyze the process monitor and network traffic data. So we need to check whether that particular ransomware started any new process or is there any fishy network traffic that reached the C2, command and control server. So we need to analyze that. So normally without using a ProcDOT, we may use the tool called ProcMon, process monitor from the Sys-Internals, to get the list of processes, and a popular network analysis tool Wireshark to analyze the network data. We can do that separately, and when you do that manually, it will be difficult to correlate those data. That is where the tool ProcDOT comes in. It actually get the input of both ProcMon and Wireshark, and it will correlate the data and it gives the relevant the behavioral analysis, and it will give it in the graphical image. That's what it does. So first of all, before starting that room, you need to know how to export a traffic file from the Wireshark. I already made a video about the Wireshark, so if you missed that, you can refer that video. I'll put the description in link. And how to get the list of processes from the ProcMon. Let me show that. It's a sys-internal tool. So I'm going to look for that. Here it is, ProcMon. Look at the process monitor tool interface. It will give the detailed view of each and every processes running at your machine, and you can customize these processes however you want. You can also select the columns, which column you need to see. Here you can check the list of columns that you need to see. Apart from that, it also has other features. You can view the file system activity separately by clicking this. Now I chose the file system activity alone by clicking this. You can also choose other options that you want to see. I just added a registry activity. It will showcase the events related to registry and its changes. Yeah, perfect. It shows each and every event, and also we need to get input, we need to get output from this process monitor to give it as an input to the tool ProcDOT, and we can export that by simply clicking save. It will also ask for the format that we want, and the ProcDOT tool generally accepts the CSV format like Excel sheet. So we can click whatever the format we want, and when you click OK, it will store the file. And this is how we need to get the ProcMon log file. Now we spawn the machine. So this is the machine infected. So we need to investigate what exactly happened in this machine. First of all, I have two folders here, analysis files. Here they gave the log file exported from the ProcMon and the Wireshark packet capture. They gave both the files. All we need is to investigate and find what happened. Let me spawn this ProcDOT. Okay, this is the interface. We need to tag, we need to brought both the files here. First ProcMon, and next the packet capture. After importing these files, you need to choose the launcher. In order to choose that, I'm just clicking these three dots, select your process as a launcher. So we need to choose a particular process, and for that I'm simply clicking. So it is analyzing the ProcMon file. Meanwhile, let's see what are all the questions we ask. Okay, first of all, we need to provide the two process ID spawned from the malicious executable. We don't know what is the file executed and what is the file caused this. So we need to find that particular malicious executable file first, and provide the full path where the ransomware initially got executed. We need to find the path also, and also the ransomware transfers the information about the compromised system and the encryption results to two domains over HTTP post request. What are the two C2 domains? So it communicated two domains. We need to find that. What are the IPs of malicious domains? And provide user agents used to transfer the encrypted data to C2 channel. Then provide a cloud security service that blocked the malicious domain, and provide the name of bitmap that ransomware set up using desktop wallpaper, and find the process ID which attempted to change the desktop background of infected machine. And last two questions, the ransomware mounted drive and assigned it a letter, provide the registry key path mounted drive including the drive letter. And the last but not least, now you have collected some IOCs, indicator of compromise, from the investigation. From this investigation, provide the name of ransomware used in this attack. External research is required. Okay, so we need to find the suspicious domains. So why don't we investigate the Wireshark files first? So it should have generated some suspicious traffic. So let's find that. Before that, the launcher opened. We need to choose the particular process here. And when I was looking this for a first time, I didn't have an idea. I struggled a little bit to identify what is the suspicious process. So when you are in that situation, you can get help from Google. So if you have no idea, if you are not positive about a particular process, just Google it. Whether is it required, is it mandatory to function the Windows? and you can decide. So these are the processes that we need to look for, and before that let me investigate that Wireshark file. Here we are with the capture file. We need to find the suspicious domain. Now it is displaying the IP address. We can display the domain names instead of IP addresses. Now I can see the domain names for each IP. Oh, let me scroll from the beginning. Yeah, you can see this one, mojobidden.com. Looks suspicious, looks fishy. So why don't we note it down? Mojobidden, and let's look for another domain. Yeah, see the another domain, paymenthacks.com. So we found there are two domains, mojobidden.com and paymenthacks.com. That is the answer for that. And let's find the IP addresses. Let's find its IP address. So this is the IP address of paymenthacks.com, and it simply generates the TCP traffic. There is no HTTP. We also heard actually the infected machine passed the C2 server some base64 strings, and it used the HTTP post method to do that. So let's filter for HTTP and check. When we check, we are able to see there is a post request. It posted some base64 strings, and the IP address is 146.112.61.108, and this is what the domain of Mojobidden. Yeah, so yeah, now we found both the IP addresses for these domains, and provide the user agent used to transfer the encrypted data to C2 channel. And we can also find this from this packet capture. You need to find the user agent, and in order to do that, I'm gonna trace the TCP, follow TCP stream, and when I do that, I'll be able to see the user agent, Firefox 89.0. That is the answer here. And another question, provide the cloud security service that blocked the malicious domain. And I can see a cloud security provider, Cisco umbrella, and that is what the answer, fortunately. Okay, now what else we can get from this Wireshark capture? I don't think we can get much from this capture anymore. So I think it is time to close. We need to analyze the ProcDOT outcome. All right, now we need to choose the render configuration. I clicked this and I got this window. It gave me the list of executables, which is the reason for, it gives me the list of executables. Actually, these executables are the reasons for the running processes. We need to choose the suspicious one here. When I was looking into this, I got the Google's help. I browsed each and every process name and about its roles. Let's search for WPC tok.exe, what it is for. WPC tok.exe is considered a type of family safety token authentication file, the most commonly used in Microsoft Windows OS. so it seems to be legitimate, and connection host, it's legitimate one, and WMI PRVSC, this is also legitimate related to Windows, and connection host again. What next? WPC monitor, it's a legitimate one, and here we are, explore EER.exe. I guess there is a legitimate process called Explorer. Yeah, file explorer, sorry, Explorer is file located in C Windows. Anywhere else it can be considered. Okay, the explorer.exe file is located in Windows folder, Windows directory. If this file contained anywhere else, then it can be considered as malware. That is what it says. And I am also suspecting the spelling here. It is double E, so that is why I am suspecting this particular process. And there is another process called Explorer, the same spelling, and DLL.host is a legitimate one. Search protocol, connection host, WPC monitor, it repeats. Um, everything else is the legitimate processes. So explorer.exe, I suspect that. So I'm getting two explorer.exe here. The first one, second one, and I got the relevant process IDs here. So I think I can answer one more question. Provide two PIDs spawned from malicious executables. So this is the answer, I guess. 8644 and 7128. These are the process IDs. I need to enter it in order. So this is what the answer. And what next? Provide the full path where the ransomware initially got executed. So this is the suspicious process. So we need to choose this particular process now. And when I click refresh, it will correlate both network traffic and the ProcMon data, and it will give the graphical image. We need to find the full path where the ransomware initially got executed. Once we get the graph, we will be able to answer that question also. Look at the graph. It is literally not visible. When I double click, I will be able to see each and every actions took place. svc.host legit process, svc host, and here we are, explorer.exe, the malicious one. Actually, we need to answer where it initially got executed. And there is another beauty in this. You can see there are two explorer. One process seems to be the legit one, and another one is the malicious, and it actually communicates mojobidden.com and paymenthacks.com. I can see the relevant IP addresses here. See how it communicates. I'm not sure whether you are able to see this. It tries to communicate on port 80 first, then it redirects to port 443. That is how the communication happens here. And we need to find where this particular executable executed for the first time. So in order to find that, there is another solution, another excellent feature of ProcDOT. We can convert this as a video and we can just play the video frame by frame. It will help us to understand what happened. I'm converting it as video, and just one frames per second. Now all I need is to forward it. You can see it literally gives the thread. What are the changes each process is doing? It gives the detailed view. That is the beauty of this tool. I need to find where this initially executed. Before that, I think I can answer another question here. Provide the name of bitmap that ransomware set up as desktop wallpaper. I need to get the name of the image. This is where the image is. Actually, this particular explorer process has a thread to another thread ID, and it simply manipulates the registry, and it will change the file. Actually, it changed the desktop wallpaper, and this is the wallpaper name ley9kpi9r.bmp. So that is what the answer here. And find the process ID of process which attempted to change the background wallpaper of the victim's machine. Okay, which process ID tried to manipulates the wallpaper, and it is nothing but 4892. 4892 is the one who tried to change the wallpaper, and the ransomware mounted a drive assigned it to letter. Provide the registry key path mounted drive. So we need to check whether it mounted any drive. Let's check this here further. Okay, here you can see it looks like it mounted device DOS services /z semicolon, and Z is the drive letter. I think this one, the ransomware mounted drive assigned it to letter. Provide the registry key mounted. Okay, this is the particular registry key path. Actually, it manipulated this particular registry key and mounted the drive. So now all we need is to find the beginning from where that particular executable got executed. So for that, I can do another thing. There are two malicious processes, and I chose 7128. Why don't we choose another process to check that? Because before 7128, the process 8644 is executed first. Let's choose the another process. All right, we got the graph. In the graph, we can see the relevant process highlighted in red. So we need to explore the contents which highlighted in red more carefully. So this is the process. It has a thread to 9008. Let's check, do we have anything else? When I scroll right side little bit, I can see a particular path highlighted in red. I guess, yeah, it gives the place where that particular executable executed for the first time. I think this is the place where that file resides. explorer.exe. Users, sales, app data, local temp. Yeah, actually we already knew. Uh, Actually, we knew it infected the sales department's machine, and yeah, I think this is the path. When I add this particular path, I cracked it. Yeah, I think we need to answer one more question. Now you have collected some IOCs from this investigation. Provide the name of the ransomware used in this attack. We collected some details here. From the above details, we can Google and we can find what is the ransomware it is. Let's look for the domain mojobiden.com. First result shows its name. Actually, the mojobiden.com, the domain related to ransomware called BlackMatter. Let's learn little bit more about the BlackMatter ransomware. BlackMatter ransomware. I already visited this link, that is why it shows in yellow, in violet. Dark matter ransomware emerges from the shadow of dark side. Oh, on May 2021 only it found, I think it is recent one, an affiliate of DarkSide Ransomware as a service hit Colonial Pipeline, a major US fuel pipeline. The attack led to widespread supply disruption, global headlines, intense security, national authorities a week. RAAS ransomware as a service appeared on the scene, calling itself BlackMatter. The ransomware claims to fill the void left by DarkSide and R-Evil. Sophos researched this BlackMatter ransomware and it also gave this particular hash. So to prevent that, just try to find these malicious hashes and deny that. It gives the ransomware specification. It does file encryption, ransomware as a service, multi-threaded, encrypt size, rename, decryption blob, wallpaper. Oh, you can see the BlackMatter ransom note. BlackMatter ransomware encrypted all your files to get your data back and keep your privacy safe. You must find this file and follow the instruction. It must contain some ransom, the payment details. They gave the detailed analysis of BlackMatter. Author Mark Lohman. Excellent article. All right. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. When I was learning this, I literally got some excitement. So I just thought to abduct my feeling to you. So that is why I made this. If you really enjoyed, uh, if you really feel you learned something new, don't hesitate to hit the like button and do all the YouTube protocols. Share this video among your friends. Hit the bell icon. Put the comment in the comment section. Next time I will see you with another excellent concept. Until then, signing off. This is Perumal Jagan. Love you guys. Take care.